Are we gonna see 3 cheese builds in a row?
He's got moles. Maybe he'll go for some sort of mole rush. Who knows?
Mole artillery, let's make it happen.
Mole artillery into ferrets. I don't know.
Alright, well that poll has been reset, so go ahead and vote for who you think is going to win this insane, already, Game 3 of this best 5 set. Here we go, Classic
Lev only
Metal.
has 5 units.
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Lev only has 5 units?
Let's see if we can reset, I guess. Let's contact our players here.
You tried to cancel it at the last second. Andy, please. Why?
Alright, hang with us for one moment. Alright, they're gonna reset. They're gonna reset here. Because Lev only had 5 units. Let's try it again.
Okay, this time let's play with full 6 roster.
Oh dear. Alright, let's try this again. Lev is up 2-0. Lev did not mean to do that. That was not an intentional thing. That is a known bug. Lev did not know about it though. Let's try this again.
Doesn't really give him any advantage anyway. So, I don't know.
Alright. Trying again, we'll see if they take the same builds here, or if they decide to switch it up. Classic Metal, taking the squirrels like he knows. Lev's just gonna take, he's gonna take...
he's switching to MG Nest instead of the artillery.
Classic Metal has already picked the ferrets though, so those machine guns won't do too great. In this case. The Twitch chat has its faith in Lev though. They're betting on the trend of the current matches and not the trend of the last semifinals match. Nobody thinks Classic Metal can reverse sweep here. We'll see though.
I mean, he could, but I just hope Lev just does something really cheesy and wins. That's all I hope, because it's hilarious. So here we go, going into Game 3 of the September Showdown Bronze Matches of Lev to the northeast in yellow and Classic Metal to the southwest in blue. What do you think of this map?
Alright, well, Lev is going to be a little bit hard-pressed to expand here. It does have some nice bases that are a little bit closed off in the north, but they're very accessible by that road straight to Classic Metal's base. So Lev's going to have a difficulty in the long game, especially with Classic Metal with that easy south base. And that southern pocket is all very good for Classic Metal. An easy way to block off those mills down there. We'll see. Western portion of the map is completely blocked off, though. So all of this, the action is going to take place in the middle here. Not a great place to meander around the map, unfortunately, unless Lev decides to go through the river. It looks like there is a little bit of space there down to the southeast.
Oh yeah, that would be very awkward and that would take ages. I'd like to see that happen though. So here we go, both players going with a standard 7 farms into Warren. No cheese yet. Fingers crossed. Lev going up to 6 squirrels, Classic Metal doing the same.
So standard build here, things have settled down just a little bit. Classic Metal, I noticed, has taken snakes, which I don't think we've seen him take before. Lev does have pigeons, so that snake poison, which does about damage per second for 30 seconds, isn't going to be as effective as it would be otherwise once Lev gets those pigeons up. We'll see. He's going up to 120 food now. And
if Lev ever gets those snakes out, or if Classic Metal ever gets those snakes out, Lev can fairly easily respond with those pigeons and pretty much completely nullify them. So I wouldn't be surprised if Classic Metal doesn't even build them this game. He might just go normal, build squirrels, ferrets, and he's building toads as well. He's got a warren of toads out. While Lev has got that sniper balloon out on the high ground, and that is going to lock Classic Metal away.
A sniper balloon and a machine gun turret, nice to defend out in front. We'll see if Classic Metal decides to build those ferrets. He doesn't actually have any flying vision. We saw this as a problem in his games versus Dead Bones. His only flying vision onto high ground is those sniper balloons. So he's gonna have a rough time taking out those machine gun turrets and that sniper balloon on the high ground, because he's gonna have to run his commander up there.
That could prove fatal for him if he tries to attack into here, which he's moving his army very close. I'm expecting to see a sniper balloon shot any second now.
Yeah, the thing is here, he really doesn't. Okay, so he puts down a sniper balloon in
Okay,
his zone.
that's good. But Lev is attacking right now. He can't let that sniper balloon go up. But it's not a good trade. Lev is trying to bait him into that sniper balloon, but ClassicMetal isn't falling for it. He's going to get up his own sniper balloon.
There we go. So ClassicMetal doing the smart thing, expanding, and trying to turn this into a longer game here, because he definitely has the advantage. He's got 4 bases on his side of the map to Lev's just 3. Lev expanding in the north there. With that sniper balloon from Lev, that northern base is pretty much locked down, especially with his army sitting in the corner there. But ClassicMetal sitting there, just building up some farms in his base, throwing down more warrens of squirrels. And that's pretty much all he needs to do right now. Yeah.
He's got that sniper balloon up, so that allows him to have the high ground vision once he does want to make an attack. He's building up a really good army, and he's expanding behind that, and Lev sees this, and Lev hasn't... He's barely started expanding. He's only got the first farm going up soon. He's got ferrets on the way. This could be interesting.
Now, Lev does have moles, and he is in the back of ClassicMetal's base, so it's possible that Lev could build a bunch of moles and take out ClassicMetal
He
from
is hanging around.
There we go, one
He's
mole.
He's building one.
Ooh, is he gonna build? There he goes, he builds a second. ClassicMetal's off in the north here. He's about to burrow back to his main base.
He can easily save this. He just needs to move. What is he doing? No, he's just letting it happen.
All right, the first mole is out. It's attacking. The second mole is out. It's also attacking, but in comes the army from ClassicMetal. All 3. Oh, okay, so he sold one of those moles, fortunately. So only 2 moles dead. He is going to lose his commander, unfortunately.
But Lev is attacking behind that. He's sent his squirrels in while they were away.
He's dragged his units in, taking out 2 farms. He lost a lot of units, though. Let's check this graph here. It looks like Lev has lost a couple, and in that retreat, he lost a few more. So, very mind-gamey play here from Lev.
Took out those 2 farms. He loses a lot of his army, but it doesn't matter. He's taking out those 2 farms. He can push in again.
Ooh, and he doesn't quite get in close enough to take out that mill, and in comes the army of ClassicMetal to push him back. The sniper balloon is down, though. It was taken out in the first push. So now
Lost a lot of units in that retreat, though. That's rough.
Some toads still out, dancing back and forth. Now he's on the high ground. He's going to try again. ClassicMetal is trying to go somewhere to do anything, but he's been too preoccupied with his army coming in the front door. Yellow units swarming over that base there. Not quite enough again to take down that army. Remember,
he's getting closer and closer each time, though, and he's actually... Wait, Lev is actually behind on farms.
Oh, yeah.
ClassicMetal's got more than Lev.
The whole game, I think Lev has been behind. ClassicMetal got that expansion up and is not any further ahead because those 2 farms have been taken out. So he's been able to reinforce very quickly, and he has ferrets of his own out right now. So that shuts down. Oh, and Lev losing a ferret there. A little bit of a misplay from him, not quite watching where his ferrets are.
This could be rough for Lev, actually. Those fairly even trades don't work out so well when you've got less of an economy. It means a lot more to Lev than it does for ClassicMetal. And if ClassicMetal can get maybe a sniper balloon back up, he can do something.
Right, Lev is getting 3 more farms up at that northern base, and it is a very safe base to get farms at. So ClassicMetal needs to stay where he is pretty much and just keep building farms. Keep the economic advantage that he already has. Build on it. And just kind of let Lev burn out. We go, ferret shots firing. ClassicMetal loses commander. 1 ferret is down. Oh, and the other ferret's rushing in. What are they doing? They get taken out. 3 ferrets down. The 4th one barely getting out by the skin of his teeth. 2 health. The rest of the army is swooping in to save it. But Lev decides to try and capitalize on it a little bit. Ferrets picking off a little bit of a few units in the back.
Even after taking out those ferrets, he was still behind on army value. So he couldn't really get anything from that. Taking out those ferrets was definitely good, but it didn't give him a big enough swing to push in there.
Yeah, both players on 4 farms right now, so the economy is going to even out the longer this goes unless either player builds more farms. ClassicMetal with a slight, it's a very large army advantage right now. 4 ferrets out. just to Lev's 2, and one of them is dead, actually. It died again. Lev may be relying too much on these turrets here, which aren't doing a whole lot. That ferret dancing in and out of those 4 ferret shots.
Oh, the sniper picks off one of those ferrets. ClassicMetal needs to be really careful. I would just back away from this right now. He needs to build up his economy, I think. He's neglecting it a lot right now. He's been sitting on those 4 farms. He's going to stagnate soon.
And we've seen this again, his food total is going up. He's at 200 food right now. There you go. So he's starting to build a few more farms. We saw this in his match against Deadbones as well. Focusing a little bit too much on microing those ferrets, just barely pulling it out of the way at the time, the exact right time. There you go. He spent a little bit more of his food, but not quite splitting his attention as best as is possible for his Lev.
No, this isn't good. Oh,
is up to 6. One
he
ferret
does take out that MG nest though.
It's about an even trade. 1 ferret costs about 60 food, and 1 machine gun turret is about 60 food. So an even trade there. ClassicMetal on 5 farms, Lev on 6 right now. So Lev's gonna pull further and further ahead if he keeps fending off these attacks here. But ClassicMetal looking like he's posting up to take this fight here. That sniper balloon.
He can. This is rough. He's got a lot of squirrels though.
Sniper balloon is down. The Warren is down there, and a lot of units going down for Lev. The 4 ferrets firing from the background have a nice spread, taking out 1 unit each. And ClassicMetal is going to take his first game of this best of 5 bronze match.
Yeah, looking at the army value in that last fight, he actually had a ton of squirrels to be able to push through there, and just once you take out that sniper balloon, you can work on those squirrels, and those died really fast. Well played there.
All right.